Hello students, this is Mrs. Dalton, and in today's video we're going to introduce you to functions. So let's start with some vocabulary. The first vocabulary is a relation. So we use the terms relation and function pretty regularly, and a relation is just a mapping or pairing of input values with output values. So it can be any equation really. But a function is a relation for which each input has exactly one output. So again, a function is a smaller subset of a relation, and it's just where every input has exactly one output. So when we're looking for a function, we want to make sure that the x values do not repeat. Domain, that is talking about the set of input values, which is also your x values. And range is the set of output values, which are your y values. And so we have this acronym, it's called Dix-Roy, and so what that stands for is that D obviously stands for domain, so D, I, and X, those all go together. And D is domain, which represents your input, which is also your x coordinates. And then the last part of that acronym is ROY, R-O-Y, and all of these go together. The range is the outputs, which are your y coordinates. Now in this section, you're going to have to determine whether or not you have a function, and so we have some function tests that we can use. How do you know if a relation is a function? Well, in a list of ordered pairs or a mapping, you're looking at just the x values. Do they repeat? If they do repeat, then it is not a function. So if they repeat, it is not a function. When we're looking at a graph, what we use is we use the vertical line test. And what that looks like is if you draw a vertical line on the graph, do you ever hit 2 points? And again, if you do, then it is not a function. So an example would be like this. If I have this coordinate plane and I draw this, okay, would that be considered a function? Well, again, if you draw a vertical line, it can only hit 1 point every time you draw a vertical line. So every vertical line that I draw, you can see it's always going to just hit 1 point. So this one is a function because there is no, it's not hitting 2 points. Now, if I have this one, for example, and let's say I draw it like this, well, you can see that when I draw my vertical line, I'm going to hit it in 2 spots, and that would not be a function. So let's look at our first example. We have this relation of these, which is this list of ordered pairs. We have -2, -3, -1, 1, 1, 3, 2, -2, and 3, 1. So first we're going to talk about the domain. So what is your domain? Well, remember, domain is your x values. So it's going to be -2, -1, 1, 2, and 3. It's all the x values of those ordered pairs. Now, when we list them, we use this curly parenthesis, and we're going to list them in order from least to greatest. So you want to make sure you list them from least to greatest. Okay, so the lowest value is -2. Then we'd have -1. Then we have 1, 2, and 3. So this is our domain. Now let's look at our range. Well, if you remember from the definition, your range is your y values. So we have these y values right here. Again, we're going to list them from least to greatest. So the lowest value is -3. Then we would have -2. Then we would have 1. And notice that we have 2 1s, but we only list them 1 time. And then our last value is 3. And then last but not least, is it a function? So a function is when the x values do not repeat. So if we're looking at just our x values, none of our x values repeat. In other words, they are all different x values, and so this one is a function because no x values repeat. In this next example, we have mapping diagrams. So you might remember this from Algebra 1. A mapping diagram just connects the ordered pairs. So for example, in this first mapping situation, the line connects 3 to -3, so that would be the ordered pair 3, -3, and then the next x value connects 4 with 0, so then we'd have 4, 0, and so on. Okay, well, what we're looking at is it a function? So we just want to know, is this a function? Again, we're looking for the x values to not repeat, and you can see that 3 only goes to one value, 4 goes to one value, 5 goes to one value, and 6 goes to one value. And so none of those x values repeat, and so therefore, yes, it is a function. Okay, looking at this next mapping, let's look. So we have -6 that is going to one number. We have 0 that is going to one number. We have 2 that is going to one number. And we have 4 that is going to one number. And so each one of these x values, they're going to just one number. And so therefore it is a function. Some people get confused and they'll see that this number right here is has two x values coming to it, but again, we don't care about those y values, we just look at the x values. So this one is a function. Okay, and here are a few more examples about the vertical line test. Again, the vertical line test determines whether or not a graph is a function, and so when you draw a vertical line, you want to make sure that it just goes through at one point, which this one right here, you can see that it is going through at one value right there. This one is going through at 2 points, and so therefore it is not a function. And this one right here is going through at 2 points as well, so this one is not a function. Again, this is used to determine if graphs are functions. All right, that is it for this video. Please come to class with your notes filled out and ready to work.